Everett Community College was founded in 1941 and is located in Everett, Washington. The college is in an urban neighborhood setting. EvCC's small campus hosts some 19,000 students annually. The college is home to 25 buildings, including a state-of-the-art fitness center and 2 large student housing buildings. EvCC works in partnership with several major universities to provide both certification level and transferable degrees, and with the local community to provide services and support to a wide number of programs, local city initiatives, and with local businesses like Boeing to meet the increased demand for an ever more skilled workforce. EvCC's deep commitment to student success, innovation and leadership, community partnership and connections, cultural pluralism, and global readiness, as well as resource stewardship, is reflected by the inclusion of each of these elements in its strategic plan. This plan is also directly related to EvCC efforts to increase diversity on campus.
So approximately 6 or 7 years ago, I think in 2012, was the new strategic plan that was approved. That strategic plan was created by our community on and off campus to discuss what is it that we were going to do at Everett Community College for the next decade. In that work is where we learned that the community, just like the campus, wanted to have a specific priority focused on diversity, equity, and inclusion.
In 2006, Everett Community College was one of the first colleges in Washington to hire a sustainability coordinator with the concept of reducing waste on campus, meeting Washington State's ever-increasing resource conservation goals, and incorporating sustainability into a campus culture. As is the case with many college programs, funding was extremely limited, and in some cases, no funding existed at all. Molly Beeman, the employee hired to bring EvCC's sustainability goals to life, provided resource management through monitoring and reduction of the use of many campus operational programs. One great challenge, and as it turns out, opportunity, was creating a campus-wide recycling program. Funding did not exist for equipment, nor was there staffing to run the program. There were not employees to provide the needed services on such a large scale either. Custodial staff on campus were not available to provide this service as their workload was such that adding an additional waste stream was impractical. I was hired at Everett Community College about 12 years ago to bring sustainability to the campus, and as a way of funding some of those efforts, I utilized operational savings through resource conservation. The savings were maximized, but the funding was really minimal for those operational programs to begin with, so I didn't want to strip the money back out of the programs. And so sometimes our efforts towards sustainability on campus got pretty creative. So truly, the inception for the Everett Community College volunteer program came to be over dinner with a previous coworker of mine. She worked for Department of Social and Health Services as a case manager and was complaining about not being able to place people in her back to work program. And I was a sustainability person on a college with an unfunded recycling program. And voila, the EvCC volunteer program came to be. Conceived in 2007 and born of necessity, the EvCC volunteer program is a partnership with the Washington State Department of Social and Human Services and Everett Community College. Funded through DSHS, the EvCC volunteer program pays volunteers that are receiving state assistance to work on campus. Participants in the program receive additional pay and benefits from DSHS as well as on-the-job training, access to campus programs, and opportunities to find full-time employment either on or off campus, utilizing the skills and references from the highly qualified EvCC staff.
The volunteer program is very important to the campus because the students come in, they don't always know about American culture, and so our immigrant population of students get to come in and get the global perspective, particularly our environmental efforts and the core values of this institution, such as equity, analytical thinking and communicating effectively. And all of those pieces help our students be more successful and help them complete and have them aspire to be the person that they want to be.
The impact of the program to the college and the program participants has been far larger than originally anticipated, and the scope of the program has expanded beyond all expectations.
I'm the one who's privileged enough to work with these fine people from all over the world. And we get people whose limitation is English. And having been in a situation in another country without knowing the language and not having people to communicate with me, I understand their difficulty in being viewed as not bright or being uneducated, when in fact I know it's purely a language limitation. And in my job, I have the opportunity to, in a manner of speaking, train them to do work at the college. And they are funded through another organization, so it's a boon for the college as well as for them.
Although initially intended to increase sustainability efforts on campus and specifically designed to provide staffing for a campus recycling program, the EvCC volunteer program has participants in virtually every department on campus, some of whom have gone on to become valued employees at EvCC.
If you take a person who's a high school student and they're coming to the community college in a running start kind of a program, and yes, can I help them with, integration by parts? Sure. Now is that person going to be successful? Most likely. But if you take that same kind of a student or a different kind of a student, and they're working on their GED and they're trying to get into the cosmetology program because that can change the total direction of their total different trajectory of their life, then getting them to get to that level, that's life-changing for that person.
The opportunities offered and benefits provided to program participants have also exceeded all expectations. 75% of participants who complete the program, which includes an educational component also funded by DSHS, find full-time employment within 6 months of program completion.
My name is Alexander Khomenko. I'm from Ukraine. I have been in the United States 2008. In 2010, I started working at Everett Community College. Before, I'm volunteering in facilities in carpentry shop. And after that, I got a custodial work. And after custodial work, I grow in and take a facilities work, utility work, and now I'm painter. I'm really happy about this work because I have a nice salary, I have a nice benefits for all my family, and my family really happy because that program, volunteering program, it's very helped me take a good job, and change my life, and I'm really happy working at Everett College.
Many of the program participants begin as non-English speakers and are new immigrants to the United States on a visa. Interacting with staff, faculty, and students helps program participants become more comfortable in a welcoming environment and learn another culture as a part of a team.
Я из Украины, меня зовут Галина. Я здесь работаю, вожу трак, собираю ресайкл, иногда мою окна, то есть все, что говорит мне мой директор, босс. Мне эта программа, во-первых, она мне дала общение с людьми, я набираюсь опыта в английском, то есть хорошо, это очень хорошо для будущего мне в дальнейшем в Америке, развиваюсь, ну и плюс работа в коллективе, это все дает свои плюсы на дальше в Америке.
На этой программе мы работаем как волонтеры, мы собираем garbage, собираем recycle, моем окна, Эта программа помогает адаптироваться в американском обществе. Мы получаем практику английского языка, получаем возможность общаться с разными людьми разных национальностей, разных культур. После завершения этой программы, как говорил мой супруг, мы останемся работать при колледже, будем получать гражданство американское.
The volunteer program's effects on the EvCC campus are far-reaching, and some unexpected benefits have developed as a result.
So after I began volunteering, I had this idea, well, lots of ideas about things that we should be doing on campus to make ourselves more sustainable and environmentally responsible. And so when I asked Molly why none of this stuff was happening, she explained to me that there was a lack of funding for many of these types of projects. So after doing some research, I discovered how many other colleges in our situation are funding their program, which happens to be through student fees. So from there, I took the idea to Molly, and she said, roll with it. And here we are almost 2 years down the road, and the fee is passed, and we're kind of getting ready to finalize all the policies, and hopefully within the next year or two, we'll see it put in place, and some really good things will come out of it.
The EvCC volunteer program has helped the culture of the campus, challenged traditional ideas of the roles of community colleges, and opens a dialogue about the many paths to success for people who are involved in such efforts. The program saves taxpayer dollars, not only by conserving campus resources, but by providing opportunities for participants to reach their goals of self-sustenance and improved standard of living. It gives the campus and local community the opportunity to become more global citizens in an ever-changing world. Big results from a small program. The Everett Community College volunteer program gets people working.